Hello, my beautiful twin flames. I am back here with this video and I want to talk to you about unconditional love. I know that this is a big discussion and this is the most important lesson that we have to learn when we get into a twin flame journey. And that's why I think it's important to make a video to talk about that. I have seen in communities and groups a lot of people commenting about unconditional love. And most of people are mistaking it with unconditional allowance. So what I want to make a big difference now is that unconditional love is not unconditional allowance of people to do whatever they want with us. Okay, so that's the first point. Unconditional love is the capacity that one have to love the self and another in an unconditional way. And which are these unconditional ways? The unconditional ways are when I am not, it is not conditioned to how that person treats me. It is not conditioned to the qualities that that person has. It is not conditioned to how much that person is agreeing with whatever I agree. It's not conditioned to that person to do whatever I want them to do or feel whatever I want them to feel. Unconditional love, it's a love that is based in respect of the free will of one another. Okay, and what I want to say is that unconditional love comes first for the self before it comes to another, because it is impossible that we can give to us something that we don't have ourselves, right? So let's give an example. Let's suppose I go to your place and I'm hungry. And then I get into your place and the only thing that you have in your fridge is lemonade. The only thing that you will be able to provide to me is lemonade. You don't have a soup. You don't have eggs. You don't have anything that I might eat. You just have lemonade. And that's the same thing with unconditional love. How am I able to give someone else love that I don't have for myself? And I understand where this comes from, because humanity have learned that in order to receive something, we have to give it to another first and wait until the other gives to us. Nobody has learned how to love themselves since childhood. And when we love ourselves unconditionally, the biggest thing that we get from it is freedom, because we don't need to depend on another to give us whatever we need, right? If everything in the world comes from love, why would I need anybody else if I already have love? I can have happiness come from love, joy come from love, fulfillment come from love, purpose comes from love. Every other energy, emotion comes from love. So if I have love unconditionally for myself, which means accepting all parts of myself, accepting everything I am the way it is, and understanding that even what other people judge as imperfect on me, they are merely characteristics that make me unique. And that's the concept of unconditional love in a twin flame journey. Unconditional love, it doesn't mean that I'm going to allow people. It's actually the opposite of it. Because when I love myself, am I going to allow people to disrespect me? Am I going to allow into my space people that don't make me feel good? People that are disrespectful to who I am? People that don't accept parts of myself? If you love yourself and you accept all of yourself, are you going to allow into your space someone that doesn't love you in the same way and that doesn't accept you in the same way? You are not. But you can love that person. And loving them means love is a verb itself. It doesn't require action. Love is already an action. When I love someone, I wish them well. I hope that they realize their biggest dreams. I hope that they can feel free from suffering and from pain, that they can achieve the highest amount of happiness and joy. And loving our twin that way is doing that and respecting, because respect comes from love, right? So if I'm loving my twin, I'm respecting their decision to go in their own ways and choose whatever the path that they want to choose for themselves. Even though I think the best path for them is being with me, I, I respect them for choosing someone else, for choosing to go their own ways and learn their lessons in the way that they choose to do it. That is what unconditional love is. But if my twin is being toxic to me, I don't see twin flames as being toxic to one another, although they have toxic behaviors that they have to heal into their shadow. So take a look at the shadow vision. Take a look at the shadow video so you can understand what the shadow is. But even though they have toxic patterns and behaviors, they don't reflect that back to their twins. So if you are in a toxic relationship and you're allowing it thinking, oh, I have to love that person unconditionally, get out of it, because this is not what's supposed to be. Remember, when you think about unconditional love, and Jesus was the big teacher, right, for unconditional love, and what he taught us was love your neighbor as you love yourself. Everybody forgot that part. I don't know why. It wasn't love your neighbor. It was love your neighbor as you love yourself, as much as you love yourself. So you have to practice on yourself. You have to learn, own it, master it, self-love. Until you do that, you're not going to have this frequency, this energy in your aura, in your being. And only when you have it, it's going to be like a virus. It's going to be contagious. You're going to give it to people without thinking. Because we can all imagine, like, one day that you're super, super happy. And then you're jumping. And then you're like, oh my God, you're going to hug everyone. You're going to play. We're going to dance with everyone. It's contagious. You're not going to keep it in whenever you're happy. And the only way for us to really to be happy and to be at peace and to be even in the middle of a challenge is that supporting us, loving us, respecting us. When everybody betrayed me, I have to be the only person that's not going to betray myself, that's going to respect myself. And respect is very connected with unconditional love. So if I want my twin to do whatever they want in the time that I want, this is not unconditional love. This is manipulation. However you prefer to call it, I call manipulation, because I want them to do what I want in the time that I want. And this is not supposed to mean like that. We have free will. And the first step of unconditionally loving someone is respecting their own free will and their capacity to take decisions for themselves, whatever is good for them. Even if we see that, oh my God, it is not good for you to do that. That's the way that they want to go. Respect that. They have lessons to learn and they can choose however they learn those lessons. So it's a very complex subject. It's very big to talk about. So I hope this first glimpse have helped you to have an idea of what unconditionally loving someone is. And I hope you start loving yourself unconditionally. Accept all parts of yourself. Respect all parts of yourself. Understand that the only person that needs your validation is yourself. And the only person that needs to validate yourself is yourself. As soon as you do that, you didn't learn that. You learned that other people have to love you in order for you to feel worthy. Other people have to love you in order for you to feel deserving. That other people have to love you in order for you to be happy. It doesn't work like that. In practice, in a twin flame journey, that's what you're going to be force it to face, because the divine is going to bring situations and other situations to prove you that. So the better, if you learn it for the good, you're going to avoid suffering. So what I recommend, take a look at the video, the self-love, practicing self-love, so you can start your journey. And that's the first step, and that's the last step. Until you learn how to love yourself unconditionally, your twin is not going to come in, because this union, this relationship is not a earth relationship. It's a high vibrational divine relationship. That's the way that the earth should be having relationship, and you're going to become an example. That's what the divine wants to teach you. The more you resist, the more you're going to suffer. If you allow the divine to teach you, however this lesson is coming for you, it's going to be better for you. You're going to feel happier soon. You're going to feel peaceful soon. So I hope this video have helped you somehow and have opened a little bit your channels. Please receive all my love and blessings for your journey. Thank you. Have a nice day.